Welcome everybody. Before I start talking about other things, I have an announcement to make, namely that after the Earth Cave, something big is going to happen in this Let's Play. Now, I'm not going to tell you yet, but I just want you to know that something big is going to happen, something you might not have seen coming. So, I hope you stick around until after the Earth Cave, because then we're going to do something new. But enough about that, because I'll give some more details next time. But for now, I'll leave it at that. We're in the Earth Cave, and I made a mistake. I should be going into the little rooms to the south of the staircase. Not a big deal. Heal's better than shield for now, so I'll use this purge. And a single bull, what do you think? Let's take a shield and slowly whittle him down. I'm getting into this party. I'm having a good time, and I was wondering why. And that's because this team is so bad that any improvement I cherish. It reminds me of how I used to play RPGs. I mean, like, I'm playing Atrian Odyssey now, and I think I've spent, like, maybe 2 minutes looking at status screens. Now, Atrian Odyssey is pretty hard. I'm still at the start, so it's not that difficult. But I'm kind of like, yeah. I'll just, do my thing and hope the fool doesn't die. Yeah, I'll just see what happens, whatever, stats. Not interested in that. But back in the day, like when I was playing Final Fantasy 1, I used to, take note of the stat improvements I had. I wanted to see if there was a formula, but see if there was a certain pattern to it. But I just really loved looking at the stats and noticing how my characters were improving. Look, we have Steel Shield. So look at the difference. We had 23, and now, I want to keep the same order though. And now we have Steel Scale Armor, which is, wow, 28. Well, that's 5 difference. That's pretty good. When I set out to make Final Fantasy Ultra the first time, one of the core concepts was making sure that getting new items made a difference. That's why you don't get that many items in this game as the original, because I wanted to make it feel special when you did get one. Yeah, and when it comes to this team, I look forward to the Paladin leveling up. To me, it makes a big deal how much damage he does. I like seeing that the Priest does so much damage. I mean, compared to the rest of the party. Mostly when I play Final Fantasy Ultra for myself, the only thing I kind of look forward to is getting money to get spells. So I'm like, oh yeah, now I have this spell. Okay, now I can cast that. But other than that, the level ups don't make that much of a big deal to me. And the original Final Fantasy, I think it was level 10, was very important if you had a monk in your party, because then he would start doing 10 hits instead of 2. And that made a big difference. Same thing as getting the silver sword for the fighter, but also in other weapons, like I think the flame sword made quite a difference. And hold on, yeah. Do I have Cure 3? Somebody has Cure 3, right? Oh no, we only have Heal 2. Well, let's do that. I did cast a shield to start a fight, right? I mean, we don't have to fight these, but I felt like doing it. Because we're going to go back to town after this floor anyway. So, Cure Potion, not a big deal, and a Soft, again, not a big deal. Don't want to fight these because they poison us, and that means they do damage over time, which I cannot compete with. I'm not going to fight these 5 knights, just a lot of armor. No way for me to get through that. I'd rather focus my time on undead. Am I almost level up? Nope. So, yeah, so I'm enjoying this party because improvements are a big deal. Okay, shield team. Good. And that makes me want to look forward to the next part. So I was thinking of talking about other Final Fantasy games, but I was just reminded of Clicker Heroes. I think I might have discussed this game in another Let's Play. But speaking of feeling improvements, I think that game does it excellently. Um, I don't play it anymore because I guess it's a bit too addictive. And also, a friend of mine like surpassed me in like 3 weeks. Nah, was it 3 weeks? It went really fast, maybe 2 months. But yeah, if you really dedicate yourself to the game, you can go faster than others. And because I wasn't that dedicated, but still, in Clicker Heroes, you purchase ancients eventually. First, you purchase heroes, and then it becomes all about purchasing the ancients, and that feels so great to get a new ancient, and it really makes you feel like you're making progress now. Another game like that it would be a Bison Burrito, Burrito Bison. Now there are three versions. The newest one I'm currently playing, but I think I like the second version, Burrito Bison 2, the most. It's it's more concentrated, and there are no commercials or anything. It's and you have the cat, or the Nini-chan or whatever it's called, the annoyingly high pitched cat flying around. Well, that's in the game. It's kind of fun. And there's this cool cat on a car. I love beating the crap out of him to go faster. Yeah, I just have the music in part and Bison Burrito Revenge is also better. So I'm still playing part three, which I can't even remember the name. Some Spanish name. Um, but yeah, if you're into games where you level up, I would definitely recommend that one, which you can play in your browser. The concept is totally silly, but it works. You are a bison, and according to the story, your wallet has been stolen by gummy bears, and you have to get it back. And by how? Well, you start in a wrestling ring, and you launch your bison burrito against the opponent. And if you do it well, if you knock them hard, for some reason, you then get flown into into the crowd. And what is the crowd? Well, the crowd are gummy bears running away from you, and you bounce on them, and you splatter them. And the more gummy bears you splatter, the more money you get. Now, eventually, you lose momentum by hitting the ground or police gummy bear. Oh, this is dead. I always do that. But with the money, you can get power ups like special gummy bears, so that when you squash them, something you get to do something. Got like a very short little mini game, like you got to time three jumps after another, or like I said, you have this cool cat, and you have to smash the keyboard or something, and then the more you smash, the faster it goes. Really silly stuff, but nevertheless quite addicting, and it feels good to get further and further launches, and eventually you do get your wallet after 5 levels or so, which takes I think like in real time about 2 or 3 hours. Um, but then you get the endless version, and you try to get high scores, and I think I've played through it twice, getting all the items, all the gear you can get, and then it's just a matter of luck and perhaps skill. There's some skill involved using your rocket knees, but I'm still not sure what the best strategy is when it comes to that. But yeah, it's like Tamagotchis are fun to level, right? Remember Tamagotchis, or I guess you could say Pokemon. It's fun to level things, and same counts for Mexican wrestling bison. Okay, steel hammer, nice. Okay, 18 to 26, nothing to write home about. This is, of course, much better. Yeah, because you get 2 hits and you get 26 instead of 18. This is still better than having hands. Okay, so we're going to stick to this. I'm going to, yeah, this is how we're going to do it. So that should help us. Although 25, if I can get double hits, oh no, we're not there yet. That's going to take another 3 levels. So for now, the steel hammer is for the paladin. Nice, 5,000 gold, good. I remember very well being somewhat disappointed the first time I tried to get max level of Final Fantasy 1. I was disappointed that the max level was 50. In retrospect, maybe I should be glad that it didn't go on to 99 because it would have cost me only even more time. But I had a good time getting so-called perfect saves in the original Final Fantasy. And do I bother with this game? Well, the problem is I can hack the game, so it's not that much of an effort. I mean, to test Pink Pump, the ultimate enemy in this game, um, which I've done quite a lot, I don't actually grind to max level. What I do is I give the imps a lot. The imps around the starting area, I give a lot of hit experience points, and that way I do grind to the max level in a very short time. And of course, that's not as fulfilling, but you know, uh, oh, hold on. So will I try to get max level with this party? I might need to, and I'm not going to make a shortcut on that. No, no, no. This is an honest walkthrough. So you guys might be in for a long run. I might edit it out. I'm not sure. I'll have to see how boring it gets. Now, I once was asked, why do you keep coming across dark imps? I mean, they keep popping up. And the reason is because the first time you meet them, they're quite difficult. It's best to run away from them. You first can encounter them in Bicky's hideout. And they're by far the hardest enemies you've met. And you'll probably learn the hard way. But you can beat them at the time, but so it's not totally cheap. But you're better off running away. Then you keep coming across them. Oh, there goes the fool. Well, we were getting out of here anyway. But that's a shame because he was helpful in running away. I do have the life spell, don't I? Thought I got that. Yeah, see, it used to be level 5, but I turned it to level 4 because it's just not that good. I mean, I think it's also, well, it is a good spell. It is a good spell, but it's kind of necessary. It's either very good in case one of your characters has died, or it's just not that good because none of them die, and it just sits there. Now, I'd like to fight these with shield 2 because we're almost done. I still don't have the bind ring, but so I put life at 4 because that makes I wouldn't have been able to use life now, and I think life is just kind of an essential part of the game if you have a cleric. So we have only half a more minute to go. I don't think we're going to beat this party. I'll just keep grinding out until the end of the time. I'm considering paying Screen-O-Matic for 30-minute versions because I usually have a good time when I'm doing this, and it kind of annoys me having to stop playing. And they're hitting pretty hard. I should cast another shield. Okay, time's up. Next time we'll delve deeper into the Earth Cave and a new hint for what's coming after that.